Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Happy Thanksgiving again, everybody. I want to talk about a Thanksgiving experience that I had 8 years ago that really taught me that we really have to leave the matrix as soon as we can. And I'll talk about how to do that in a moment. But first, the experience. I was working at a startup company. It was the week before, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. At the company, we had this system of bug fix rotations. Every week, one of us would be in charge of fixing all of the bugs throughout the system of that company. It was a great way to get us on board with all the different resources of that company, right? And a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, my colleague came up to me and asked if I would switch the weeks of the rotation with him. And it didn't strike me as odd, right? After all, I wasn't planning on any travel during that Thanksgiving week anyhow. I wasn't thinking about anything, and I switched it with him. That was my first mistake. I've learned never say yes to something without doing a little bit of digging. I'll get back to that in a moment. But I switched it with him. He had been working at the company for 3 years. I had just joined 3 weeks earlier. After I switched it with him and he went on his vacation, I quickly realized that the reason he wanted to switch with me was probably more than just the vacation. It was one of the busiest weeks for that bug fix, and he knew it. I hate to go into details of why that week is busy, but he knew it, and he didn't tell me about it. When he came back from the vacation, I wanted to talk to him, not necessarily to confront him, but to see if I could get some other favor from him, right? After all, there are many things in my life that I have yet to resolve, and I wanted to talk to him. He completely would not talk to me. He wouldn't even say hello to me. When he got back into the office on the first day after his vacation, he probably came back directly from the airport to the office. As soon as he got to the office, he was a ghost. He couldn't talk to me anymore. And it really hurt the ongoing relationships of the office, and it caused a very hostile situation. It was a big reason why I ended up leaving that company. Now looking back at it, that may have been his goal all along, to get rid of me. He had been working there 3 years. He had a lot more clout than I did, obviously. There really wasn't a good forum for me to complain about his conduct. And long story short, I'm out of there. And I learned, when somebody asks, two lessons there. Number one, when somebody asks you for any sort of favor, no matter how benign it sounds, delay saying yes as much as you can. Do some reading about it. Maybe ask a few other people, and maybe even ask them some questions back, right? And do your best to. The last thing you want to do is yes, period, right? At least it will be yes, but I'd like some other thing in return. And plus, you've done your research. Yes, but it entails this. Can I have this, right? Ideally, it would be something like that, even if it's going to be a yes, right? And second, we need to get out of the matrix as soon as we can by buying as many strategic metals. Every time I buy an amount of bismuth, I think of it as my ticket out of this matrix, right? I just ordered. I'll keep it a secret for now, but I just ordered what will be my 28th metal on the periodic table that I own. And I like it. The more different metals, the more of these strategic metals that I own, the quicker I get out of this matrix. And does that mean I'll never work at another startup company like that again? No, but I'll work on my own terms, right? And had I been on my own terms, I probably still would have had to left after he ghosted me like that. That was completely uncalled for, right? But I probably would not have hesitated on not saying yes at the first heartbeat. I was trying to buy a lot of attention. Obviously, it backfired, right? This is the Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum.